Now, sort of transitioning from what we've just done into sort of a different arena, more mixed martial arts or no holds barred type situation, I'm going to presume at this point that Colby is leading with his left foot like me, if we're both right-handed and in that type of a stance. It would be easier if he was leading his right foot. Remember, all things being equal, if I'm leading my left foot and Colby's leading his left foot, that sets up a double. That sets up a high crotch. If he's leading his right foot, presuming I want to keep my left foot forward, that makes it very favorable for a single leg. Of course, a lot of people when they fight that are right-handed are going to be leading their left foot. And so the first option we'll have here is just a simple jab. And you'll notice at this point, after I jab to set up, I'm not going to come in here. This time I'm going to transition. I'm going to be stepping through. You're going to notice my head is going to strike Colby in the chest. It's going to be ballistic, and it's going to transfer his weight to his far leg. Now, of course, if Colby is in a mirrored stance, that makes it all the easier to do a single leg, presuming I'm favoring my left foot forward. And again, starting out with the jab. The next is a double jab combination. And as I had mentioned in some earlier instructionals, just like in wrestling when we do setups and try to chain setups together for maximum effectiveness, most typically against experienced people, you're going to need to chain your attacks to be able to get into your grappling type situation. So more typically than not, you're going to need to have some combinations to be able to gain entry for a successful single leg, double leg, or high crotch. And this is a double jab combination to a single. Again, presuming we're both in a left leg stance. As before, if my partner is leading his right foot when I'm leading my left foot, it's an even simpler matter to get in because I don't have to cross as I come through or step with my rear leg. Now, going next to a 1-2 or a jab cross. Next, a 1-2-1 combination or jab, cross, jab. Another position I think that's very favorable to get a single leg in is from a tie kick. And in this position, what I'm going to do is attack and then slide down. Again, my weight comes through and I keep momentum going straight through Colby. That being said, with the kick, tying that in with what I mentioned a moment ago about chaining together setups, a similar combination, for example, might be to come in. So naturally, I think chaining setups and then finishing off with the kick would be a good approach to be able to get a high head inside single. Next, from a simple push kick or front kick. In this situation, Colby's going to hold out his hands, and I'm going to attack there. He could be wearing a chest protector from this position. I'm going to kick, come in, and finish. Of course, just as before, to be able to set up with some strikes and then to come in and attack would probably be more probable against a more skilled opponent. But again, the notion of being able to come in with the kick, particularly because that brings your momentum forward and you're stepping in the right direction, although you need to slightly transition because you're stepping with your rear foot, I think makes for a successful attack of a single leg.